Hi, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to the main gymnasium here at Hicksville Schools. The Red Zone is we're getting ready for a full night of basketball action tonight. We've got the Tinora Rams making the trip over from Central Defiance County to take on the homestanding Aces. 3 games coming your way here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel on this Friday. First up, it's going to be the freshman contest against the Aces and the Rams. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, alongside Chris Warner. Chris operating the cameras and overseeing the OBS software. Jim Seiler is due to join us a little bit later, so hopefully he'll be with us for the both the JV and the varsity contests here tonight. But early on, it's the freshman boys, and we're glad to have you with us. Thanks also to our underwriters making our coverage possible this afternoon. They include our 4 diamond-level underwriting supporters, underwriting all of our Aces sports coverage, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio. You can also find them online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. The Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. And also a big thank you to ARC Solutions Incorporated on Industrial Drive in Hicksville and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Thanks, too, to our gold-level underwriting supporter, underwriting all of our basketball coverage, and that's the Subway of Hicksville, Ohio. Subway, where you can eat fresh and refresh, proud sponsors of the Subway Player of the Game Award. A little over a minute, 10 seconds before we get things started here. So let's take a look at the starters. For the Aces, we're just going to run down the entire schedule. There's only 6 of them, so the whole roster is this way. Getting the start will be number 3, Luke Eicher. Also number 14, Jesus of Avalos. Number 22 is Garrett Turnbull. Number 23, Jaden Castillo. And number 24 is Colin Level. Also, number 10 is Cross Zedike. He'll be subbing in and out. For the Tinora Rams, their starters, number 2, that's Parker Hancock. Number 3 is Dylan Shoffley. Number 4 is Kaysen Joost. Number 5 is Aiden Grieve. And number 12 is Brennan Gentit. And, of course, they're all freshmen. So that's the whole point of the game, isn't it? It's the freshmen, and they're going to get ready to tip it off here shortly. Again, we want to thank you for being with us tonight. I know it's a kind of a breezy night, and again, if you are going to be making your way here for any of the later games, leave yourself plenty of travel time and drive with caution. Like I said, it's a little bit windy out there. We've got some light snow falling and some blowing and drifting snow, and there continue to be off and on advisories regarding the roads, the weather, travel. So just use your winter driving skills, and again, leave yourself plenty of time. Drive carefully. And we'll look forward to maybe seeing you here a little bit later this evening. If not, we've got, again, 3 live streams tonight covering all 3 games for you on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Avalos getting ready to jump center circle with Gentit. Tip is up, controlled by the Rams, and we're underway. Shoffley gets it over to Gentit. And now over to Hancock as they'll move it around the perimeter. Try to get and it's taken away. That's Level with the steal. Level, bounce pass to Turnbull. Turnbull's going to drive baseline, tries to bounce pass it into Castillo. And he misses it, but Avalos comes up with the ball. He'll get it back in the hands of Garrett Turnbull. Now over to Eicher on the wing. Shot from three-point land is good. Nothing but net for Garrett Turnbull, and the Aces jump out to an early 3-0 lead with 5:04 to go. Rams back on offense now. Shoffley hands the ball over to Gentit. Gentit being guarded by Turnbull. Gentit works his way through traffic, drives into the paint, feeds it down low, and it's blocked. And it's going to go out of bounds, last touched by the Aces. It'll be Rams ball. Side court down in the corner. No, on the baseline. Nope. No, it's down in the corner. Yeah, I was right. Side court down in the corner. Juiced. Ball slapped out of bounds by Avalos. So he'll move over to the baseline now, and they'll try it again. Juiced again, looking things over. Quickly gets them all inbounds. It winds up in the hands of Shoffley. Shoffley back to Juiced on the wing. Down low to Gentit. Gentit from the corner. Off the iron and no good. Rebound back to the Rams. Up off glass, no good. And a third try, no good. And that'll be a whistle and a foul. That'll be on White 22. Turnbull picks up his first personal. Team foul number 1 on this first half for the Aces, and that is going to put Dylan Shoffley at the line to shoot 2. Rams down by 3. Shoffley can make it a 1-point game. Misses the first one. He'll have one more. Got that one. Shoffley with the first point of the night for the Rams. 3-1 game. Aces back on offense. Level. Working up the floor over to Avalos. Avalos loses it out of bounds. It was off of his knee anyway, so it would have been, as soon as he put his hands on the ball, it would have been an over and back. So it's a turnover back to the Rams. Inbounds to Hancock. Hancock over to Shoffley. Down low. And it's stolen away by Castillo. Castillo gets it to Eicher, and then Eicher to Turnbull. Turnbull down to Level, who puts it up off glass and good. Nice moves. That's a good offensive series as they move it up the floor to get the points. Juiced. Nothing there. He's cut off. He'll get it back to Grieve. Ball stolen away, and again the Aces come up with the ball. Turnbull into the paint, over to Eicher. Eicher from three-point land, no good. Juiced grabs the rebound for the Rams on the far side. Tinora in their road greens, white numerals and white trim. The Aces in their home whites tonight. Gentit. They'll move it around, and now it winds up into the hands of Hancock, and then back to Shoffley. Shoffley to Hancock. Now to Gentit. 3:15 to go here in our opening quarter. Juice loses the handle. Comes up in Turnbull's hands. He tries to get it under control. He does. Turnbull will hold up, let the rest of the team catch up, and Gentit steals it away from him. Gentit with the breakaway layup, up and good. Brandon Gentit gets the layup, and we have a quick timeout as the Aces lead is cut to 2, 5-3 with 2:59 to go, a 1-minute timeout early on, but we'll take that minute to say a big thank you to our gold level underwriting supporter, Subway of Hicksville, Ohio, where you can eat fresh, refresh, and where Al and the gang say go Aces. Download the app to your mobile device to take advantage of great in-app specials. You can order online, and they can have your food ready for you when you get there. Curbside delivery or pickup available as well. They'd love to see you. They're proud sponsors of the Subway Player of the Game Award that we give out at the end of each varsity boys and girls basketball game we cover on HIX-TV, so we'll be handing out another one later tonight. Subway of Hicksville, Ohio. Again, a great place to stop before or after the game or any time. Aces with the ball. Long inbounds to Castillo. Castillo looking for some help. Hands it off to Level. Level spin move. Gets it to Turnbull. Again, it's a 5-3 game with the Aces in the lead. Turnbull bounce pass to Zedike into the game now. Zedike to Eicher on the wing. Eicher drives into the paint. Pull-up jumper is good. Luke Eicher with his first bucket of the night makes it a 7-3 game. Increases the Aces lead to 4. Working his way through traffic, up no good, but it'll be a foul. So that's going to send Shoffley to the line. I think that they said that is on Jaden Castillo. Nope, they're going to say cross Zedike, excuse me. So Zedike gets the second team foul. First shot from Shoffley is good. Shoffley has one more. And get that one to make it a 7-5 game. Turnbull coming the other way for the Aces. 2:15 to go. Almost lost it to Gentit, but he gets it back. Now Level's going to drive in. Ball's going to be knocked loose. They get it into the hands of Eicher for three. No good. It's a race for the rebound. Juiced wins it. Juiced lays it up, and he'll be fouled by Eicher. Luke Eicher is going to pick up his first personal. That'll be team foul number 3 on the Aces. And that's going to send Kaysen Juiced to the line. Juiced, 2:02 left on the clock. Doesn't get the mounts, no good. Second, that one is good. So Juiced gets his first point of the night to make it a 7-6 game, and the Aces see their lead cut to 1. Eicher up the floor on the wing. Luke bounce passes inside to Turnbull, lays it up and in. 5 points now for Garrett Turnbull. And the Aces or the Rams looking to answer. Gentit behind the back dribble, spin move up and in. 4 points now for Brennan Gentit. Almost gets the ball away from Turnbull. He stumbles. Turnbull takes it all the way. He'll draw the foul and go to the line to shoot 2. That's going to be on number 4, which will be Kaysen Juiced. And that's the first foul that the Rams have committed here in the first half. Turnbull's first shot is short, no good. Castillo will come out, and Avalos into the game for him. Coach John Deal, again, just 6 guys here tonight, so only one guy to substitute in and out. Turnbull gets the free throw. He's got 6 points unofficially now, and the Aces lead back up to 2, 10-8. Rams working it around the perimeter. Into game now for Tinora is Birchfield, number 24. Shot up. In and out, no good from Frankie Bone, number 1. Another substitution into the game for Tinora. Turnbull behind the back dribble. He takes it to the hoop, up and good. Turnbull just floated up there and laid it in. 12-8 now, under a minute to go in our opening quarter. Shoffley gets it to Juiced. Juiced over to Bone. Bone spin move, nothing there. He'll kick it back out on top to Birchfield. Down low to Juiced, who battles in, puts up a shot, no good. Loose on the floor, and a timeout called by Coach John Deal with 33.8 seconds. That'll be the Aces' second timeout called already. Nope, I take it back. They must have. Okay, now because I thought the Rams called that first one, but they had it as the Aces only had 4 timeouts remaining. They caught the error, and now the scoreboard is correct. 4 timeouts on each team available. Quick 30-second timeout again. Aces up by 4. Bill and Chris, glad to have you here. First of our 3 live streams coming to you from the Red Zone tonight here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Getting ready to head into the last weekend of January. Hard to believe, man. First month of the year almost over. Next thing you know, it's going to be summer break, and Christopher's going to be looking for a job. Don't look so scared. I was just kidding.
Oh, no, I can't wait for summer. Then I'll be an adult. Then I'll really have to look for a job.
Bounce pass stolen away by Level. Gets it into the hands of Eicher. Eicher quickly up the floor to Turnbull. Bounce pass down low to Zedike, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Aces. Turnbull bounce pass into Avalos, up and good. Nice quick hitter. Jesus Avalos, his first bucket of the night, and it's 14-8 Hicksville. Shoffley, as they'll move it around this Bone for a long three at the buzzer, no good. Frankie Bone can't rattle it home, so we've reached the end of the first, and it's the Aces leading the Rams 14-8, our first quarter score. I want to take some time to say a big thank you to one of our many diamond level underwriters supporting all of our Aces sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television, and that's ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, located on Industrial Drive, a world-class place. You can find out more about the many, many solutions they have for business and industry, because it's way more than I can say in 60 seconds. Check them out online. Their website, www.arcsolinc.com. Want to thank them so very much again for their diamond level of support of Hicksville Community Television for 2023. Denny Vetter and the whole gang at ARC Solutions Incorporated, again in Hicksville's Industrial Park, and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Teams back out on the floor. Aces will have the ball to start the second quarter, and we'll get ready to get underway. Zedike going to do the inbounding. Eicher standing by to get the ball. He does, and we're off and running. 6 minutes quarters, again for the freshmen and the JVs. Avalos kicks it out to Castillo. Castillo driving in, loses it, gets it right back. He'll go up off glass and good. Jaden Castillo gets his first bucket of the night, and the Aces have doubled up the Rams 16-8. Shoffley drives in and lays it up and in. 5 points now for Dylan Shoffley. Eicher gets the ball into Zedike. Some pressure now from the Rams. He goes by Bone. Partially deflected, but into the hands of Eicher. But then Juiced gets it away from Avalos. Juiced will take it down, and he's going to be fouled as he goes to the hoop. And that one will be on Avalos. That'll be team foul number 4 on the Aces. And once again, Case and Juiced will be at the line to shoot 2. With 5:18 to go and the clock stopped here in the second quarter. Getting ready to check back in for the Rams, Aiden Grieve. First shot no good. Score remains 16-10. Juiced has one more coming. And that one's good. 2 points now for Case and Juiced, both of them from the free throw line. And the Aces will get ready to inbound the ball. The Rams are going to show some pressure once again. Shoffley trying to give Eicher a hard time. Eicher gets the ball in, and it's right off the hands of Level and out of bounds. Pretty sure nobody touched it. Yep, nope, they're saying, yep, Rams ball. 16-11, and the Rams back on offense. The wing to Gentit. Bounce passes it inside. Turnaround up and blocked, and into the hands of the Rams. Quickly up the floor. Eicher, coast to coast. He tried to feed it off to Avalos, and it didn't work out. Goes out of bounds. The Aces will retain possession. Bounce pass inside to Avalos. They're battling for it, and it's going to be a jump ball. That should go to the Rams on the possession arrow. It does. So with 4:59 to go before halftime, Tinora gets the basketball back. Bounce pass into Hancock. Hancock up the floor. Over to Shoffley. Shoffley drives up, puts it up, no good. Knocked out of bounds. It should be the Aces ball. Yep. Eicher gets it into Level. Level to Avalos. Avalos, who's going to be fouled by Gentit. Yep. Brennan Gentit gets the personal. That's team foul number 2 on the Rams. That'll be on the floor, so out of bounds, side court to the Aces. Into Eicher. Luke looking things over. He'll drive in, put up the shot, and good. Eicher with a good eye, and that's 4 points now for Luke. It's 18-11 Aces. Bone. They'll move it around the perimeter. Gentit now. Gentit driving in. He'll put up the shot. No good. Zedike grabs the rebound, and that'll be a whistle. And that's going to be another foul on Brennan Gentit. That'll be 2 quick personals on him, and team foul number 3 on the Rams. 4:17 to go. Tenora's going to drop off a little bit on the pressure this time up the floor. Eicher to Avalos. Back to Eicher. Eicher looking for some help. Tried to bounce pass it to Castillo. And it's deflected into the hands of Shoffley for the Rams. Shoffley to Hancock, to Juiced, and back to Shoffley. Now to Bone. Bone drives into the paint, tries to put it up. And that's going to be on Eicher. That's Luke's second personal. Not so sure about that one. It looked to me like he was set, but I'm not an official. 3:47 and Frankie Bone at the line, shooting 2. Gets the first one. He'll have one more. Bone misses that one. The score remains 18-12, and the Aces get the ball back. Eicher. Off of Zedike's hands and out of bounds. I think it I'm not sure if that caught Cross by surprise a little bit, but it's out of bounds. It'll be Rams ball when we come out of the timeout, and that's the second timeout called in the game by the Aces. They'll have 3 remaining. Score 18-12, Hicksville, a 6-point lead, and a full 1-minute timeout. Again, this is the first of 3 games here tonight. We'll wrap this one up and take a little bit of a break. Our second live stream, of course, will be the junior varsity contest, and we anticipate that at approximately 6 o'clock, give or take. We'll let you know. We'll be able to give you a much better time check when this game wraps up. And then, of course, later tonight, our third and final live stream will be the varsity matchup between the Rams and the Aces, which we're anticipating to be, as always, a really good basketball game here tonight. And again, Jim Seiler is going to be joining us for the later games here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Teams will break huddle, and we'll get ready to get back in action here. 3:38 to go, quarter number 2. Freshman basketball coming to you live here on the Hicksville YouTube channel, the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Bone inbounds the ball to Hancock. Hancock works it up the floor to Juiced on the wing. Now back to Bone, top of the key. Bone drives in, takes it back out to Hancock. Hancock's long 3, no good. He'll get the rebound. And from the wing, another shot up, and that'll be short from Shoffley. Eicher gets it, goes the distance, lays it up, lays it in. 6 points now unofficially for Luke Eicher, and it's back to an 8-point lead for the Aces, 20-12. Juice drives baseline. Bounce pass across to Bone. Bone's pull-up jumper in and out, no good. Eicher grabs the board again. Luke Eicher brings it up for the Aces. Eicher, top of the key. He'll drive it in, kick it out to Zedike. Now Zedike drives in, feeds it off to Castillo, whose shot is up and no good. Put back by Avalos, no good. And there'll be a whistle underneath the bucket. And that's going to be on Jaden Castillo. That'll be his first. And that's team foul number 6. So next foul committed by the Aces. puts the Rams into the bonus for the remainder of the half. From the corner, Bone, in and out, no good. Rebound, battled for, shot up and in from Parker Hancock. Makes it a 20-14 game, cuts the Aces lead back to 6. Eicher to Castile. He'll drive in, up and good. Jaden gets his second bucket of the night. Back the other way comes the Rams. Shoffley over to Bone. Now to Hancock. He'll kick it back out to Shoffley. Driving in, that's Grieve. Shot's no good, gets his own rebound. Grieve will try it again. It's stripped away by Jaden Castillo. He'll get it to Eicher, and here come the Aces. Eicher to level. Air ball. Castillo grabs it. It's knocked out of bounds. And we'll stay with the Aces. Into the game again, Alan Birchfield comes in for the Rams as Grieve will step out for a breather. Bounce pass into Level. Level kicks it back out. Castillo puts up the long shot, no good. Cross Zedike skies for the rebound. It'll go out of bounds. And I think that was last touched by Zedike, so it'll be the Rams ball with 1:31 to go before halftime. Up the floor to Bone. Bone, fancy dribbling, and then he'll pass it off to Shoffley. Shoffley now to Hancock, and back to Shoffley, back to Bone. Bone for 3, good. Frankie Bone hits it, 4 points now for him, and it's a 5-point game, 22-17, with 1:05 to go. And out of bounds, he should have let it go. Oh well, Rams get the ball back. Juice getting ready for the inbounds. He gets it in to Hancock. Eicher comes out to meet him. Quickly up the floor. That's Shoffley. Bounce pass inside to Bone. Bone runs into trouble. And that's going to be another one on Jaden Castillo. That's his second, and that's team foul number 7. That puts the Rams into the bonus for the 53.3 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Frankie Bone at the line. Gets the first one. 5 points now unofficially for him. He's got one more. Gets them both and makes it a 3-point game, 22-19 Aces. Eicher. Over to Level. Level back to Eicher on the wing. Eicher drives in, loses the ball. He's going to be fouled. He'll be on number 3, Shoffley. Team foul number 4 on the Rams, and Luke Eicher will be at the line to shoot 2. First one's good. Eicher will have one more. Gets them both. So here come the Rams now down by 5, 24-19. Bone driving into the paint, kicks it over to Hancock quickly to Birchfield and then back to Bone. Bone working through traffic to Juiced. Shot up by Hancock for 3. No good. Rebound battled for, jump ball, and I think that should be the Aces. It is. So 20.6 seconds. Hicksville up by 5, gets the basketball back. It can hold it for the last shot before halftime here. Eicher, he's not going to wait. He puts up the shot. No good. So now the Rams have a chance. Juiced for 3. No good. Rebound battled for. Avalos comes up with it. His three-quarter shot's going to be well short, and that's the end of the first half. So we've played the first 12 minutes of this freshman game. And at halftime, it's the home standing Aces leading the visiting Tinora Rams by 5, 24-19, your halftime score. So we've reached halftime. And we'll take a bit of a break, but don't go anywhere because Chris and I will be back. And we'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV. Welcome back, everybody, to the Red Zone as we're getting ready to get the second half of this freshman game underway here shortly. And if you're just joining us, Aces leading the Rams 24-19, our halftime score. Before I get to the unofficial scoring for the first half, let me say another big thank you to another one of our diamond-level underwriting supporters here at Hicksville Community Television, and that's our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio. They're located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. World-class facility offering robotic packing and palleting solutions, welding, powder coating, lots more. And they are looking to add to their roster. They've got great positions available. Log on to www.aptmfg.com/careers for a complete listing of all the opportunities they have available. You can also fill out an application, upload your resume. They'd love to hear from you, and who knows, you might be able to become part of the APT manufacturing family. We want to thank Tony Niswander and the whole gang again for their continued diamond-level support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts for 2023. Our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. Unofficial scoring in that first half for the visiting Tinora Rams. They were led in scoring by Frankie Bone and Dylan Shoffley. Bone had a three-pointer and 3 free throws for 6 points to lead the Rams in scoring. Right behind him, Dylan Shoffley with 3 free throws and a field goal for 5. Also, a bucket and 2 for Parker Hancock, 2 buckets and 4 for Brennan Gentit, and Kason Juiced with a couple of free throws for 2 points as well. For the Aces, Luke Eicher with 3 buckets and 2 free throws for 8. Garrett Turnbull, a 3, 2 twos and a 1 for 8. 4 points for Jaden Castillo on a couple of buckets, and a bucket and 2 for Jesus Avalos, and a bucket and 2 for Colin Level for their 24. So with that, we'll put 6 minutes back on the clock, and we'll get ready to get our third quarter underway. This freshman game here tonight with Kason Juiced inboundings for the Rams, and we're underway. Hancock down to Grieve. Grieve bounces it to Gentit. Gentit back to Juiced on the wing. They'll work it around the perimeter and see if they can get something to open up. Gentit thought about driving baseline, and the ball knocked out of his hands by Level, but it gets it right back. Gentit for 3. No good, and the rebound is going to go out of bounds, and that'll be Ace's ball. Last touched by the Rams. Turnbull will get it into Eicher, right back to Garrett. He'll come up the floor. Turnbull to Level, and then back to Eicher. Eicher drives into the paint, and then he'll kick it back out to Avalos. Avalos hands it off to Turnbull. Turnbull takes it in off glass, no good. Avalos with the putback, and that goes down. Jesus with his first bucket of the second half makes it 26-19. Down low, Gentit. Baseline, nothing there. Kicks it back out to Hancock and then to Shoffley. Shoffley working it around, back to Hancock, and now over to Grieve. Grieve into the paint, and he traveled. took the little extra step, and it'll be a turnover back to the Aces. Inbounds. Eicher out to Castillo. Down into the corner to Avalos. Avalos drives in. He'll kick it down to Eicher in the corner. Eicher. And now to Castillo. Castillo, a little stutter step, but no whistle. Avalos. And now level from just inside the three-point arc is no good. Castillo puts it back up and in. Jaden Castillo. Falling backwards a little off balance, but he gets it to drop. Makes it 28-19. Gentit on the other end for the Rams. Spin move. Kicks it out. Shoffley now to Juice down low. Juice puts it up off the glass. No good. And Turnbull grabs the board for the Aces. Turnbull up the floor quickly. He's going to go the distance, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Yep. Turnbull draws the O foul. That'll be team foul number 1. That's Turnbull's second personal for the game. And the Rams will get the ball back. Shoffley inbounds to Hancock. Now to Gentit on the wing. Gentit back to Shoffley. And now Bone. Working around. Gentit tries to drive down low. Spin move. And okay, they're going to, I thought he traveled, but 14, that'll be Avalos picking up his second personal. Team foul number 2 on the Aces. And that's going to send Brennan Gentit to the line to shoot 2. Gets the first one. We'll have one more. Gets them both. Gentit cuts the lead to 7 for the Aces. They're now on top of the Rams 28-21. Turnbull quickly the other end of the floor to Avalos. Down into the corner to Turnbull again. He'll drive baseline, puts it up, and put back by Eicher is good. 30-21 now. And we'll see if the Rams have an answer here. Shoffley to Gentit again. And now to Hancock for 3. No good. Long rebound grab, and that's going to be on 23 White. Yep, that'll be the third on Jaden Castillo. Excuse me. And Gentit back at the line. Missed that one. He'll have one more. Score remains 30-21. Brennan Gentit, one more free throw. 3:07 to go. And that one no good either. Rebound into the hands of Turnbull after getting some help with Cross Zedike, getting the rebound process started. Eicher. And Eicher gets away with one. Inbounds, and that's going to be a foul. And that's going to send Jesus Avalos to the line. So at least they're consistent, and they're letting him have that little extra step. So when you see it on both sides of the ball, okay. Avalos, and that'll be the first personal foul and the first foul of the second half on Parker Hancock. Avalos, got it. It's 5 points now unofficially for Jesus, and he's got one more coming. Makes it a 10-point lead for the Aces. Gets them both. Avalos makes it 32-21. Here come the Rams. Shoffley on the wing. Avalos guarding him. Gets it off to Bone. Bone spinning around. Long cross-court pass to Gentit. And back into the hands of Bone. Rams will work it around the perimeter. And it's stolen away by Avalos. He kind of just And that's blocked as he goes up for the layup. And now they'll rocket it down the floor. Bounce pass to Juiced, up off glass and good. Nice transition by the Rams. Results in 2 points, makes it 32-23. Three-pointer on the other end from Level, no good. Avalos grabs the board. He's going to take it in. He'll put it up, count it, and he's going to the line. Jesus Avalos kind of catching some fire here in the third quarter. Making it 34-23 with 1:55 to go. And he'll be back at the line right now, try to complete the three-point play. That'll be the second foul on Juiced, by the way. And they're going to call a timeout to see if they can ice the shooter. So the Rams a quick 30-second timeout. As we'll get ready to close out quarter number 3. Again, this is the first of 3 live streams. We'll do a quick post game when we're finished with this one and take a bit of a break. And then we'll be back. Jim Seiler will be joining us for the junior varsity and the varsity matchups tonight. And Chris Warner will be keeping up with the OBS software on the laptop. I was on the phone today, and may not be for this basketball season, but maybe getting some new equipment, a fun toy for Christopher to play with, maybe for next season's football. And it bounced around and finally went down for him. Avalos gets the shot to drop. It's 35-23, and the Aces now find themselves up by a dozen. Schauffele over to Bone and then to Gentit for the Rams. Gentit, nothing there, kicks it down the corner to Juiced. Up on the top of the key. Schauffele working around, 1:30 mark. Schauffele to Gentit. Gentit driving in. And there'll be a whistle. And that'll be on Avalos. That'll be his third. And that's team foul number 4 on the Aces. So they're only 3 away from putting the Rams into the bonus for the second half. Gentit gets the first one. All 3 of his points in the second half from the free throw line. Juiced will come out back into the game, Aiden Grieve for the Rams. Got them both. 8 points now for Brennan Gentit. And a pause as Castillo will come in and Avalos will sit down for a breather. Turnbull rockets it into Zedike, who quickly gets it to Eicher. Eicher kicks it out. Turnbull guarded by Gentit. Over to Zedike now. Zedike drives in. He'll kick it out to Level. Now to Castillo. He'll put it up and good. 8 points unofficially now for Jaden. Under a minute to go. Gentit drives into the paint, puts it up, no good. Zedike with the board. Zedike loses the dribble. It's loose on the floor, and it'll be a travel against Grieve. So they'll turn it back over to the Aces with 49.3 seconds left in quarter number 3. Turnbull bringing it up to Eicher on the wing. Eicher drives in, kicks it out to Level. Down into the corner, and then Turnbull back out. As again, they'll see if they maybe take a little air out here. Eicher, who's not shy about shooting, he'll hold up a little bit too. Level with the ball again. Level into the paint, then out to Zedike. As again, they'll work it around the perimeter. Level puts up the shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, now to Turnbull. Turnbull off the iron, it hits the superstructure. So that'll be a turnover to the Rams with 9.4 seconds left in the quarter. Frankie Bone inbounds the ball to Hancock. Back to Bone. Now down to Gentit. Gentit going to be fouled by Turnbull. And that'll be Turnbull's third. That'll be team foul number 5. That's on the floor. So inbounds on the baseline for the Rams. Knocked loose by Turnbull. Turnbull quickly down to Zedike. Zedike lays it up, and they wave it off. Okay. Evidently, he didn't leave the floor, or the ball didn't leave his hand before the buzzer sounds. So that's the end of the third quarter with the Aces up by a dozen, 37-25. We'll take some time here to say a big thank you to our diamond level underwriting supporter, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Hey, remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, if you're looking for something brand new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selection they have on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, it's always about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. So happy to have them again as a diamond level underwriter for 2023. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. All right, last 6 minutes of regulation on the clock. Aces will have the ball, and we are underway. Freshman basketball, and they're stopping it. Oh, the lights are still on the blackboard. Okay, there we go. So they'll redo it. They didn't have the light turned off on the backboard, so they had to get that taken care of. So we're underway. Aces with the ball. Turnbull out on the wing. Eicher with the ball now. Eicher driving down, bounce pass. Castillo up and good. Nice assist from Eicher. Castillo gets his 10th point of the night. Gentit off the back of the iron, no good. Eicher with the rebound. And he's going to be fouled by Bone, I believe. Yep. Bone picks up his first personal. And that's team foul number 3 on the Rams. On the floor, so inbounds for the Aces. Turnbull brings it up the court. Zedike hands it off to Level. Level to Eicher. Eicher drives it in, feeds to Castillo again. That one's no good. Grieve grabs the rebound for the Rams. He'll toss it over to Shoffley. Shoffley almost loses it behind his back. Gets it back, gets it to Grieve. Back to Shoffley. Down to Juiced. Juiced puts it up off glass and in. Kaysen Juiced. That's 6 points unofficially for him now tonight. Makes it 39-27. Castillo drives it in, loses the dribble, and there's a whistle. And they're going to give him an offensive foul. That's team foul number 6 on the Aces, and that's 4 now for Jaden. So he'll have a seat, and Avalos back into the game. So you've got Level, Zedike, Eicher, Avalos, and Turnbull on the floor for the Aces right now. Grieve working against Eicher. Turns around, lays it up, no good. Gets his own rebound, and it's a battle underneath, and Zedike rips it out of his hands, gets it to Avalos. Now to Turnbull. Turnbull's going to go the distance. His hook shot rolls across the rim, no good. And rebound comes down to Bone. Bone hits the deck, rolls over, holding the basketball, and gets the travel call. So the Aces will get the ball back on the traveling turnover. Avalos gets the inbounds. He'll drive in, and he'll lay it up. No good. Goes for his own rebound. He'll put it up again. Ball won't go down, but there's a whistle and a foul, and Jesus Avalos goes to the line. He'll shoot 2. And that'll be the 3rd personal on Juiced. 4:03 to go. Avalos hits it. He'll get one more. Got them both. Makes it a 41-27 game for the Aces. Hancock to Shoffley. Now to Gentit. And Gentit drives in. The ball winds up in the hands of Level. And they're going to blow the whistle on Colin Level. That'll be his first personal foul. And that'll be team foul number 7. And that'll put Gentit at the line. And he misses the front end. Avalos with the rebound to Turnbull. 3:47. Turnbull almost loses it to Gentit, but he hangs on to the ball. Now back to Avalos. Avalos. Zedike back to Avalos. He'll drive in again, up and good. Avalos makes it 43-27. A quick shot down the floor, and that's going to be on Zedike. Cross will get his second personal, team foul number 8. And we'll shoot some more free throws for the Rams with the clock stopped. 3:27 left in regulation. Rams down 43-27. And again, Frankie Bone at the line. Bone misses the front end, and Zedike. And that'll be on number 4. That's 4 now on Kaysen Juiced, and that's team foul number 5 on the Rams. So the Aces get the inbounds. Turnbull will bring it up the floor. Level to Zedike. Zedike. And there'll be a whistle underneath. And that's going to be on Hancock. Hancock gets his second personal. That's team foul number 6 on the Rams. So the Aces one away from going into the bonus. Turnbull on the baseline. Into Avalos. Right back to Turnbull. Turnbull guarded by Gentit out on the wing. Loses the dribble, gets it back. Feeds it to Zedike, to Avalos. As we go past the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Turnbull out on the wing. Now to Level. Level sees his opening, and he drives in. He'll be fouled. That'll be team foul number 7, but it's a 2-shot foul. And that's going to be on number 3. So Shoffley gets his second personal. And the Aces in the bonus, but this is a 2-shot foul for Colin Level. Off the back of the iron, no good. We'll get one more. Level's second one also no good, but Zedike grabs the rebound and gets it back in Level's hands. Level to Avalos. And back to Level. He'll drive in again. And there's another whistle. And that's going to be on Gentit. And Brennan will get his third personal foul. That's team foul number 8 now on the Rams. And again, Level at the free throw line with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in regulation. Shot, no good. Misses the front end, but again, Avalos clears the boards and gets the ball right back. Now Turnbull, his layup no good, and this time the Rams grab the rebound. Quickly down the floor to Bone, and Bone's going to be fouled. Count the shot. It'll go down for Bone. And I think that's going to be on Zedike. Yep, that'll be Cross's third personal. Team foul number 9. And it'll put Frankie Bone at the line to complete the three-point play if he can. 2:27 to go. Bone's shot is good, so it's 43-30 now. The Aces lead 13. Turnbull down in the corner to Zedike. Bounce pass off the shins of Level and out of bounds. 2:18 and the Rams get the ball back. Hancock quickly down to Shoffley. Now to Gentit. Gentit, a long three off the back of the iron and no good. Avalos, jump ball. And that's going to go to the Rams. Yep. Bounce pass inside. Turnbull almost got it. It goes out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Rams. 2:05 to go. Juice gets it into Hancock. Hancock to Shoffley. They'll work it around, and it's a turnover. Level winds up getting his hands on it. And they'll get it into the hands of Turnbull. Turnbull across the timeline. In a double team, Turnbull spin move to hang on to the ball. Turnbull, he'll draw up. And that's going to be taken away by Juiced on the bounce pass. Down to Bone. Bone lays it up and in.
Timeout by the Rams.
Yep. Frankie Bone gets the lay-in, and it makes it 43-32, cuts the lead to 11, and timeout called by the Tinora Rams. They'll have 2 remaining for the game, a full 1-minute timeout, as they're going to see if they can maybe work some magic and get themselves back into this contest here tonight. See Braxton Heisler on his crutches. Again, Bill Murphy calling the action for you here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel in this freshman basketball game. Glad to have you with us. Again, first of 3 we'll have for you. Up next, it'll be junior varsity basketball action. Jim Seiler will be joining us. So we'll look forward to bringing you three good basketball games here tonight in this GMC and inter-county rivalry between the Rams and the Aces. Horn sounds. Tinora will come out onto the court first, and then here come the Aces. And we'll get ready to get things going here with 1:36 left in regulation. And it's going to be Rams with the ball, or excuse me, the Aces with the ball, handling the inbounds play. Turnbull tries to get the ball into Zedike, and it goes off of Zedike right back into Turnbull's hands. Down the floor to Level, and he traveled. Oh, my goodness. Level was wide open, but he took the extra step before he put the ball up. So it's a turnover back to the Rams. Hancock guarded by Eicher. Hancock quickly up the floor, kicks it out to Gentit. Gentit from the corner for 3. No good, out of bounds. Last touched by the Aces. Long inbounds. They'll kick it to Shoffley to Bone. Bone for 3. Hits it. $14 now unofficially for Frankie Bone for the Rams. And another full 1-minute timeout called by the Tinora bench. They'll have 1 timeout remaining after this. They've cut the lead to 8, 43-35 with that 3-point shot. So we may not be done yet. this will be the last of our basketball broadcasts for the remainder of this week. We don't have anything on our schedule for Saturday because the Saturday games that had been originally scheduled, the junior high boys games, have been moved now to Monday afternoon. So those will be played in the auxiliary gym. I believe they're hosting Paulding. And the 7th graders will get started at 7 o'clock, or excuse me, at 5 o'clock. The 7th graders will start at 5 o'clock Monday afternoon in the auxiliary gym. So we've adjusted our broadcast schedule accordingly. We've got Saturday off. So we'll have basketball next week, I believe on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Turnbull gets the ball into Avalos, right back to Turnbull with 1:12. Turnbull double team. Gets it off to Zedike. Zedike across the timeline, and he's going to be fouled. That's going to be on Bone. Yep, that'll be Bone's second personal. That's team foul number 9, so one away from the double bonus for the Aces. They've committed 9 themselves, so both teams are actually one away from double bonus. Cross Zedike. Misses, but Eicher grabs the rebound back to Cross. That one's up, no good, and the rebound comes down to Shoffley for the Rams. Shoffley gets it to Hancock, who almost dribbles it on the baseline, but it stays inbound. Shoffley, and nothing there, but Juiced lays it up and lays it in to make it 43-37 with 41 seconds. Turnbull working against Gentit, and Gentit fouls Turnbull. That'll be Gentit's 4th personal. Team foul number 10, and that's going to put Garrett Turnbull at the line. He'll be shooting 2 in the double bonus. With 37.1 seconds left in regulation. Turnbull hits the first one. He's got one more coming. Turnbull gets them both. 10 points now unofficially for Garrett Turnbull. 45-37. Bone for 3. In and out, no good. Eicher grabs the rebound. Looks like Eicher took a bit of a shot. .5 seconds. Juice gets the ball inbounds to Bone. Bone to Hancock to Gentit. Gentit for 3. No good. Avalos with the rebound. Jesus trapped in a corner with a double team. And that'll be it for Mr. Gentit. If that's who the foul is on, that's his 5th. Avalos is going to be at the line to shoot 2. Yep, and Brendan Gentit will foul out with 8 points. (46-37). And Avalos missed that one. Quickly up the floor. Birchfield gets the ball over. Now Bone takes the 3. No good. And rebound comes down to Eicher, and that's the ball game. 46-37. The Aces winners tonight in the freshman basketball game. So let's do some quick tabulation here. And I will pass along some unofficial scoring numbers here shortly.
Oh, Jim brought the good stuff for the hot dogs. He brought the condiments.
All right. So let's take a look at the unofficial scoring. First off, for the Rams on the short end of the 46-37 final score. For Tinora, Parker Hancock with a bucket and 2 unofficially. Dylan Shoffley had a field goal and 3 free throws for 5 points. Neither of them scored at all in the second half. Next up, it was Kaysen Juiced. Juiced had a couple of free throws in the first half and 3 buckets in the second half to finish with 8 for the night. And Brennan Gentit, before he fouled out late in the game, had 8 points as well off of 2 field goals and 4 free throws. And then leading all scorers for the Rams, Frankie Bone. Bone had 2 threes, a couple of 2s, and 4 free throws to finish unofficially with 14 points this evening to be tied for the most points scored in this game tonight by an individual. On the Aces side, now listen to this. There were 4 aces in double figures for the freshmen. Colin Level just had a bucket and 2, but after that, Luke Eicher with 4 field goals and 2 free throws for 10 points. Garrett Turnbull, a 3, 2 twos, and 3 free throws for 10. Jaden Castillo, 5 field goals for 10. And leading the Aces scoring, Jesus Avalos with 4 buckets and 6 free throws for 14 for him as well. So congratulations to the Aces, winners in the freshman game. Again, the final score 46-37. We want to thank all of our underwriters for making our coverage possible for the freshman game here tonight. Our diamond level supporters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet, Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio. You'll find them online at aptmfg.com/careers. Thanks to the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Give them a call at 419-542-6218 for information on flu shots or COVID boosters or anything else you're interested in. They can help you out pharmaceutically speaking, of course. And thanks to ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Thanks also once again to the Hicksville Athletic Department for giving us the space and allowing us to be here with the live stream coverage. And thanks to all of you for joining us.
Subway.
Oh, did I forget Subway of Hicksville? I did. Our gold level underwriters, Subway of Hicksville, proud sponsors of the Subway Player of the Game Award. My apologies to Al and all the gang at Subway. I've thanked Mrs. Haught, Mr. Overmeyer, and the athletic department. And thanks to all of you for joining us. Again, hope you enjoyed the live stream coverage here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel this evening. We're going to step aside, but we will be back probably in about 8 or 9 minutes from right now with our second live stream. That'll be the junior varsity matchup between the Aces and the Rams. And until we talk to you then, one more time, final score in the freshman game. The Aces winners over the Rams 46-37. And for Chris Warner running the camera and overseeing the OBS software, I'm Bill Murphy for Hicksville Community Television, wishing you a good night and good sports.